my channel. It is I, the Concrete Catwalk. And for those of you who are joining me for the very first time, a little bit about me. I am a reseller who finds gently owned, pre-loved, nearly new things to resell. And I have a closet on Poshmark. For those of you who are returning, my Catwalkers, thank you so much for joining me this Sunday. I hope you guys are doing very well. I know this has been a very long stretch for all of us. I don't even need to go into the details. So I just want to wish you guys well and safety. Today, guys, we are going to talk about how not to thrift. And these are big things that, as I've gone through and thrifted, if you don't like it or this doesn't jive with you, this is not the channel for you, then okay, that's fine. You know, see you later. Let's get into it. I have a career that I really enjoy, but I also have this which I really love. Things that I have learned not to do is, if I am legit exhausted, it is really not the best time to go out and thrift and look for things, whether you're going to do it for yourself or whether you're going to do it for, entrepreneurial sake and resale. When you're tired, you miss so much, and you're not focused, you're not targeted, you're not thinking about, whatever the idea is in your mind about certain things you might be interested in or what have you. It could be you looking for summer things, it could be you're looking for winter things, it could be you're looking for whatever it may be. But usually when you're tired takes the focus and the fun out of thrifting. Don't do it if you're tired. If you're tired, do it at another point in time where you can go and you know that it's going to be a fun experience and an enjoyable experience for you. When you're not tired, it adds to the excitement of going out and doing it. That's number one. Don't do thrift when you are exhausted or tired. The second thing is, if you go into places where it's so much stuff and it's so many things to look at, it literally can make you feel just overpowered, overwhelmed with so many things that could potentially be of interest to you. And I go into a place where there's so many things, I really have to kind of wean out and focus on not necessarily things that I'm interested in, but like one segment of something. So say if it's dresses, then I have to put the focus on dresses. Or if it's shoes, then I just straight put the focus on shoes. If it's something that I'm really, just interested in. It doesn't have to be a specific thing, but if it's a section and I can go to it, then it kind of cuts down on that whole feeling like it's like this tidal wave of stuff coming in your direction and you're trying to just look at it and decipher it, but it's impossible. So if you go in and it's an overwhelming environment, pick a certain starting point and then build from there. So once you get in dresses, you look at dresses, say 20-30 minutes, you get tired of it, shift your focus to someplace else. The sheer enormous size of some places that I've gone to, I legitimately have had to just take that mindset of, nope, let me just whittle this down to a certain thing and then start there and then move. And that doesn't even have to say or mean that you've got to cover that entire place in that day. Don't thrift when you walk into an environment and you feel overwhelmed. Break it down, look at certain things you might be interested in and go from there, and it'll make it a lot easier. I've been in this position a couple times where I've been invited to some big event. It could be a wedding, it could be somebody's, whatever. And I realized, oh my God, I think the thrift store would be a great place to find something. And I always end up sometimes finding things, but the majority of the time, if I'm going in and I'm really like honed in on a certain something, a specific something, it usually doesn't work for me. It's actually very stressful when you go in and you're thrifting for something very specific. It has to be a size 2 dress with some type of a floral pattern, and it has to be A-line, and it has to have, when you go in that targeted and you're going in this precise, it makes it so hard to find what it is. Let's just say that you at that point legitimately know you need. You know this is what you want to wear. You know, so I say leave the thrift store out of it. If it's something where it's a big event or it's a big deal, it's a big situation for you, don't put all of that energy into a thrift store, because it will make you frustrated, it'll make you upset, and it'll leave you maybe short on time because you put all your energy in trying to find it at the thrift store, And come on, let's be real. Thrift stores are very hit or miss. What they get is what they get. And you going in is trying to find, you know, something so specific that just honestly might be better to find someplace else. One of the other things that I find, and this is I think like the fourth thing, is thrifting works better when any time constraints. I spend an hour in the store, great. If I'm 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it's gonna be, a large thrift store, an outlet, where those types of places, when they're large or if they have a lot of inventory, you legit need time to do it. You just can't roll in and think, okay, well, I have an hour before I get to my doctor's appointment, or I got an hour before I do whatever. It just does not work like that. We all know how the thrift gods work. When you're in the thrift store and you're doing your thing and you've put in work 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and that one particular, oh my God, find pops up. Normally it doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes or the first 10 minutes or the first whatever. It takes a little bit of time. So you need to put yourself in a situation where you've got the time to do it. The pop in, sometimes that works. When you pop in and it's like right there. Look, honey, we've all had that happen. And it's just like it's right there. It is right there. Majority of the time, that doesn't happen. So give yourself a timeline. Give yourself some time, 2 hours, whatever it's going to be, whatever your limit is, but don't do it in between a time frame where you're feeling rushed. Doing resale and doing thrifting, you've got the ability to hop from different stores. You can go here, you can go there, you can do this, you can do that. But it's better when you have an entire day to plan it out and do it. Be precise about where you're going to go and how you're going to do it. So if you know it's 3 stores that you want to hit or 4 stores that you want to hit in a day, lay out the course. If you know one store that's in the north side of town or the other store that's in the south end of town, they've got 2 different types of genres, meaning you've got more high-end things at the north side and maybe some things that are maybe mid-range fashion finds at the south side store. Go to the north side store first and then figure out what you're going to do from there. Stores that have the best run of things are neighborhoods where you know you're going to get a lot of different types of style. Be targeted. Do not have a plan. You've got to figure out where it is you want to go, how you want to get there, what time is the best time to go. So yeah, I just wanted to pop in, guys, those 5 tips about how you don't want to thrift. Pay attention to what's going to make the most sense and what's going to be the most beneficial. Don't do thrift when you're tired, and don't get into a situation where you're feeling overwhelmed. Don't walk into where you are on a timeline and you feel pressed to have to do it. And don't thrift when stores are all over the place and you don't have a plan about how you're going to get there and when you're going to get there. All of those things put you in a situation where you legit miss out. Do thrift. Do it when you're rested, you're upbeat, you're ready to go. Let's lay this out and let's knock it out. Because in the end, that's what makes for the better, best, beyond finds. So you guys, that is all I have for today. So let me know in the comments below, what are your things? What are your triggers that cause you to not want to thrift? Let me know some of your tips, some of the things that you go by or the things that you do for yourself when you know you're about to get up into that whole thing with it. Please do me these 3 things. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Tap that bell. I post videos every Sunday. Also, check out my Closet Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. And please know this, I list in my closet every week, and usually those things will go over to Instagram. If you are on Instagram, please follow me. I am the Catwalks Concrete on Instagram. And if there is anything that you see that you might be interested in, please feel free to DM me so that together we can talk about it and work it out so that you can get it before somebody else does. You guys, in the next few weeks, something real big is coming, and I do want to share that with you. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, you'll see when that time comes. But anyway, you guys, just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for checking in. Please do come back next Sunday. Thank you so much. I love you all. Stay safe, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye for now.